Technology was always considered accessible to only a few people, but with AI, what we're excited about is whether you can read, write, or not, AI is still applicable to you. And that's one of the reasons we are very excited about making AI more accessible to everybody. The thing that we all should realize is we're a global technology company, but we want to be locally relevant. We have engineers from Thailand, we have colleagues from Thailand, and it's important for us to make sure, even if you're a global company, is to have local relevance. And I think that's what we work very hard at. And the fact that we've been here for 30 years, I think we've learned a lot. And hopefully people in Thailand also recognize that. I learned a subject when I was a freshman, I had to wait to learn more about that subject only till I got to my second year of college. But now I think students can explore and discover things that they want. So I think for education, you have better outcomes because students have accessibility to a tutor. The second one, they increase their critical thinking. And the third one is it also instills this always learning mindset that I think is going to be important. I think more people in Thailand are really proud of their country and they want to do a lot. And I think as a company that actually enables people to reach their full potential, I think we have an opportunity to do more in Thailand to support people's aspirations.
Welcome to Bangkok, Mr. Sumana.
It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm excited to be in a conversation with you today.
Speaking of AI, people might feel like it's such an advanced concept that it doesn't touch their life. How would you bridge the gap between the two?
Absolutely. I think what's exciting about AI is the opportunity for it to be applicable to everybody. I think for the longest time, technology was always considered accessible to only a few people. But with AI, what we're excited about is whether you can read, write, or not, AI is still applicable to you. And that's one of the reasons we are very excited about making AI more accessible to everybody.
You get a chance to be in ASEAN for a week.
A week.
Yeah, I think you get to see the economic growth that we are doing right now. Some may say it doesn't go that well. How would you see AI can help bridge that gap to help, boost the economics of the country?
Yeah, it's absolutely a great question. One, I would say coming to this part of the world, there's a lot of dynamic energy that you can feel. When you look at Thailand with 70 million people and 25 million of them youth, you look at a place like Indonesia, 275 million people and a large youth population. I think what makes me excited is, as a technology company, how do we actually make this particular technology available to everybody so that they can be ready for the new AI-enabled economy? And one of the things I'm excited about in conversations that I've had with governments, business leaders, customers, and even our own employees is the excitement to take this technology, which we believe is the fourth industrial revolution, and make it broadly acceptable to everybody. And it kind of in a way reminds me about electricity. Electricity was invented 150 years ago. And yet today when we wake up every day, 700 million people do not have electricity. And for us as a technology company, I think it's very important to think about how we take this technology, diffuse it to more people, and make sure that they can actually be ready for the new AI-enabled economy. And the data point to me that's really interesting is when you see the rise of GDP of a country, and if you plot electricity adoption, there is a direct correlation. So the GDP of a country increased every time electricity was enabled by them. So when you think about that and you bring it to AI, I believe, given that it is the fourth industrial revolution, the more people in a country that can actually adopt AI, it's going to be better for inclusive economic growth, and an opportunity for us to make sure that everybody benefits from the AI-enabled economy.
So how ready is Thailand, both the people and the government?
Yeah. For us as a company, we are year 2 in the journey of AI. And I think we need to get into the mindset that no country is ready for AI ever. It's a technology that's rapidly changing. But I think the mindset of people can change to start being in the position of saying, I'm going to continuously keep learning because this technology is going to give me new benefits. And I would say one of the things I'm excited about, even in discussions yesterday with the Deputy Prime Minister of Thailand, is how do we actually partner with the government to truly think about helping students to become more ready? How do we think about small businesses to become more efficient? How do we get civil servants to understand what AI is so that we have better citizen services? How do we actually get different industries ready so that they can continuously learn, but at the same time realize the benefits of AI? And to me, one of the things that I myself have actually adopted is I went to college and I thought I had finished learning. But one of the things that keeps me excited is I constantly think about learning new things. And that's why this whole concept about micro degrees become very interesting. When I look at Thailand, if somebody's gone to college, such as yourself, if you want to learn about AI, we have courses for you with a short span, but it'll actually enable you to reskill yourself. And once you have that concept about always reskilling, I think you're always going to be in a better opportunity to continuously learn and also leverage the benefits of technology. So I don't think any countries are ever going to be ready, but I think we can partner with, not just us, any technology company should be partnering with governments, citizens, business leaders, and industry to allow them to understand what AI is and how they can use it within their business.
Mm-hmm. We are living in a world where it's so fast-paced. Things change all the time, and humans have to deal with mental issues, have to deal with, like all the online abuse that's going on. At the same time, we want to be able to learn all the time as well. How do you balance the two stuff?
It's a great question, and to me, what I've realized in the role that I play and the conversations I have with governments is there's no one way to learn. I think online learning is one modality of learning. But I think if you're a senior citizen, there is an opportunity to actually go to a citizen's center and be taught by someone about AI. If you're a student, you may have a short attention span, so we might be able to serve up things with you on video. So I think what we really need to be thoughtful about is there's no one way of learning. I think there are multiple ways in which a person can learn, and we got to see what's right. And to me, one of the things I've also realized in traveling to different parts of the world is different countries like to do different things when it comes to learning. So what I'm excited about is really partnering with the right organizations to find out what is relevant and culturally appropriate for each country and use that as a way to reach more people.
AI is developed mostly by the companies in the Western world. When it's applied to countries in eastern part of the world, how would you make sure that it can be applicable to the people here?
The first one I would say, which is very important to me as somebody who's from Asia myself, is do we have locally relevant content that actually speaks to the people? And so if language localization is not taken into context, if the way people look in your video does not look like you and me, people are not going to look at it because they'll think it's something from the Western world. So we pay a lot of attention to making sure that we have highly localized content. The people in the videos look like the population we're speaking to. We address cultural context. We look for local examples. So it's not about me telling you a story about how a company in Japan uses something. I want to talk to you about opportunities I have either with a school in Thailand or a fishery in Indonesia, or examples that are locally relevant. So as a global technology company, I think what's really important is how do you build local relevance? And the thing I realized this when coming to Thailand is our company is going to be 50 years old on the 4th of April. But we've been in Thailand for 30 years. So even though we're a global company, we have local context and a local commitment to Thailand. And that makes me excited so that people in Thailand actually look at us and say, hey, here's a company that's actually been with us for 30 years. And that to me is one way of demonstrating that we're actually locally relevant.
So the knowledge and experience that Microsoft have been gathering from Thailand since like the Windows days is also can be applicable for the AI concept.
Absolutely, and I think the thing that we all should realize is we're a global technology company, but we want to be locally relevant. We have engineers from Thailand, we have colleagues from Thailand, and it's important for us to make sure, even if you're a global company, is to have local relevance. And I think that's what we work very hard at. And the fact that we've been here for 30 years, I think we've learned a lot. And hopefully people in Thailand also recognize that.
Since I was 9 years old, I always wanted to be creative and show something new to people.
As a kid, we all want to know about technology because we know how much impact it has around the world.
ก่อนหน้านี้หลังจากที่หนูเรียนจบอย่างเงี้ยค่ะการหางานมันน่าจะค่อนข้างยาก
I was just caught in that loop of frustration. I felt like my life wasn't really going anywhere.
A minha vida se transformou quando minha mãe me falou dos cursos da Microsoft.
And I thought, what do you have to lose?
This program is a first step for me to discover artificial intelligence.
I've learned Copilot. It just simplifies life.
Using AI has made me so much faster. It really expands the scope of the things that you can be good at.
Ali percebi que era capaz e minha confiança cresceu.
I am currently employed thanks to this program.
หนูก็รู้สึกดีใจแล้วก็ภูมิใจในตัวเองมากค่ะที่สามารถที่จะดูแลตัวเองได้แล้วหนูก็ยังสามารถที่จะคอยซัพพอร์ตและดูแลครอบครัวตามที่หนูฝันไว้ด้วยค่ะ
No futuro, me vejo como uma mulher de negócios, desenvolver soluções para problemas que afetam o meu povo.
Once we get that one opportunity, we have that confidence. We can crack more job opportunities. So it's given that hope for me.
There are three main issues that being put here: education, healthcare, and inequality. I think this. I was gonna pick one, but they are all very important. Let's go with education first. How would you see AI can help for education such a country in Thailand?
Well, that's actually a great question, and what I'm excited about is the opportunity we have already with some of the local partnerships we have done with the Ministry of Education, where we've been able to take actually our content from AI, both the generative AI as well as Copilot, and actually insert it into the AI national curriculum of Thailand. So any student between K through 12 will actually get to learn what generative AI is. So to me, awareness is one. And then when I look at education, there's plenty of examples where teachers have become more efficient in creating their classroom learning content. Students in certain countries have actually got access to a tutor so that they can get more help. I see my own kids, the fluency that they have in searching for content, drafting responses, learning how to critically think and ask the right question. You've already seen benefits of that. But then more importantly, I think it's about picking the subject that you want to learn and actually exploring it as far as and deep as you want to go. And to me, it's a little bit of a reflection on my own college career. I learned a subject when I was a freshman. I had to wait to learn more about that subject only till I got to my second year of college. But now I think students can explore and discover things that they want with their speed and pace. And that's already happening in different parts of the world. So I think for education, you have better outcomes because students have accessibility to a tutor. The second one, they increase their critical thinking. And the third one is it also instills this always learning mindset that I think is going to be important. And then for teachers, I think they're always asked to do more with less. I think giving them an opportunity to do create lesson plans, discover new content to make it more engaging to students is amazing. So that's just an example about education, but the local relevance really is our partnership with the Ministry of Education to incorporate our learning content in K through 12. And the potential of that is nearly 4 million students will get access to this content. And that's an exciting part of what I see for education.
Wonderful. What about healthcare?
Healthcare to me is where you can see immediate effects of it. The fact that a radiologist today can actually look at an X-ray and be certain that what he's seeing or she is seeing is directly connected to the vast amount of radiology information that already exists for people either from the same ethnic background or age. So those correlations will actually allow for better healthcare outcomes. Number two, you're seeing remote diagnosis happening. So more people are actually being able to be serviced because the number of patients they can see is a lot more faster because of the vast amount of data that AI can actually predict. The third one, I think, is medicine sometimes reactive. Now medicine can be actually proactive. It can actually look at things and suggest that people may have to come in a little faster because they've seen certain trends based on past data. But I'll give you a very cultural example that I think is important about things like medicine. Cultural context is important. When you look at a country like Pakistan, more than 50% of the people that actually go to the medical profession are women. What happens is they do not actually start practicing in the workforce because the cultural aspect do not allow them to go to work. But now with technology and AI, they can actually sit at home, still respect their cultural norms, but then they can still be doctors. So you're seeing unintended consequences happening, but these are just examples of how it'll actually improve healthcare outcomes. And to me, I think it would be an exciting time to be a doctor right now. I think you can increase or decrease the number of cases because you're able to diagnose better. So I'm hoping that'll also benefit Thailand in a very positive way.
Wonderful. Bangkok is a special place. You get to see, like one building with such a luxurious factors, but then the next you get to see, like people in a more unfortunate setup. How would you apply AI to tackle inequality?
First I should just give you a little bit of context about what I do. I am lucky that I work at Microsoft, but I actually focus in a part of Microsoft called Microsoft Philanthropy. We have a mission as a company, but in Microsoft Philanthropy, we also believe we got to help expand opportunities for people, social impact organizations, and communities. So what I am blessed and fortunate to do really is to really look at the digital divide and create programs and partnerships to bridge the digital divide. Because it's not about just technology. From a technology perspective, we actually are innovating as a company. But on the other side, if we do not work with underserved, marginalized communities, we're going to have a big divide. So one of the things we are looking to do is we look at this technology and say the more you diffuse it to all different groups of people in the country, you actually have an opportunity to help them earn a better wage because they're now able to contribute to the new AI-enabled economy. And one thing's for certain, I don't think we've actually scratched the surface of the new types of jobs that are going to emerge. But I think what you cannot discount is what people will do if you actually give them access to this technology that can actually help transform their lives. So to me, the most exciting part of what we're doing in Thailand is how we're actually looking to see how we can actually diffuse this technology to different parts, not just Bangkok, but to different parts of Thailand. And just this afternoon, I got to meet a foundation of a very large company. What I was excited is they manage 7,000 or 8,000 schools, and they work with them to make sure that technology and the way people are taught and the outcomes of students are really met at a higher level than schools that are fortunate to get fees and resources. And we're looking to see how we can partner with them to actually create better outcomes for their teachers and their students. So that's the exciting part of what I do. And I think as a technology company, we have to be responsible with technology, but we also have to earn the license to operate in Thailand so people trust us as a technology company.
May I ask you a bit about the fact that you are a father and also you get to be in the center of this like fast-paced, changing AI and robotic world. What are some lessons or some advice, if you can tell your kids only one? What are some of those words that you want to give to them?
I would say be curious. I think it's going to be really interesting to see what's happening in the world. There are two things, and they're kind of in a way related. Earlier today, I was able to attend a conversation at the UN. It was about empowering women. And for me, it was an important one because I have two girls. And the first one I would say is ask. I think a lot of people don't ask questions. And I think asking questions is the right thing. But when you kind of take that and you model it with technology and what's happening in generative AI, you become curious and you become a better critical thinker because you're asking the right questions. So for everyone who is thinking about how can AI, what is it going to do for me, I would say pick a lane, ask the right questions. There are people around you who want to support you, and keep thinking about continuous learning. I think those are the ones that I would equip my kids with. My kids are about to embark on college, and sometimes as a father in the world of technology, I step back and I'm like, is it even worth for them to go to a four-year college? Or would I rather instill in them, keep continuously learning so you can keep reskilling for the new jobs of the future?
So is it worth it?
I don't know. You know, right now I want to be a supportive father, and I want to give them an opportunity to go and explore the world. Time will tell, I guess.
Another aspect of the country is business. How would you apply the knowledge that you have to the SMEs, small medium enterprise here?
You know, when you look at the numbers in Thailand, I feel that the Thai economy is powered by SMBs and SME businesses. So what's exciting is we're also partnering with trade associations and industry bodies to actually bring our training capabilities and skills to these organizations. And the more people that we work with to make them aware of what kind of efficiencies you can create with either marketing or how can you actually drive better sales conversations with your leads. And if we can actually help digitize more businesses, I truly believe that you can create better economic inclusion for small businesses. But given that we've been here for 30 years, we have very large companies that we also work with in Thailand. And one thing what intrigued me is for every $1 of investment I think it was an IDC report that said every $1 that businesses have actually invested, they're seeing more than $10 in returns, which to me is already an indicator of how organizations across the world are using AI. And we're very excited to partner with companies here in Thailand. And I think Thailand has a strong history of financial services and banking. And I think we're excited to see a lot of the work that's going on there in driving better customer experiences, automating, customer queries. And we have a huge bunch of actual data that our teams will make available to you, where you can see stories of different companies in different industries actually getting economies due to the investment in AI.
I'm not sure if it's just me or is it the weather, but a lot of people are skeptical about the future of the country of Thailand. From your perspective, once you get to visit Thailand, what do you see our future?
Yeah. The last I came to Thailand, and this is just a little bit of a personal anecdote, is I came here, I think roughly 8 years ago. And what I see today is a very different Thailand. In terms of optimism. Number two, the kind of businesses that you're seeing, the kind of development you're seeing across, just not Bangkok. I visited a few other parts of Thailand as well. But to me, I think the enthusiasm of the younger population in terms of the confidence that they have, the desire to create things that are world-class, I think is all trending in the right direction. But more importantly to me was the conversation with governments and some of the nonprofits and organizations that I met over the 2 days, is the vision and the determination that they have as young people to do good things for their country. That to me is a little bit of a difference that I've noticed. I think more people in Thailand are really proud of their country and they want to do a lot. And I think as a company that actually enables people to reach their full potential, I think we have an opportunity to do more in Thailand to support people's aspirations.
So it was 8 years ago that you visit Thailand?
That is correct.
What do you see in the next 8 years?
Wow, that's a loaded question. To me, I go back because I think about myself as lucky to travel to different parts of the world. I would say if governments can create better citizen services for its people, I think if industries become more competitive, I think if schools create more competitive students and ready them for the new AI-enabled economy to compete not just at the local level, but at a global level. And if I see the underserved communities, and if we're able to bridge the gap and see better economic outcomes, those 4 things I'm optimistic for any country. But I think in Thailand, you can actually make that a local narrative to actually create great outcomes for Thailand.
Thank you for the knowledge that you give us, a lot of good insights that I hope is going to be useful for the audience.
Hey, thank you for giving me an opportunity to share a little about what we do as a company, but a little bit about my personal story as well. So thank you so much.
I hope next time I get to see you, it's not going to be 8 years.
No, I'm lucky to actually have a team in Thailand, and I did promise them that I would make more trips back, and
Yes.
I'm actually energized. But I also leave with a warm heart that good things are happening in Thailand.
Please come visit. Thank you very
For
much.
sure.
And-
Pleasure. Take care.
Thanks.